Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Corbin Russwin. This is their part number 605F42. This is what's called an emergency key. This is going to be used on those functions of locks that could really use the ability to enter from the opposite locked side or the secure side of the door. And this is their emergency key. And we're going to take some dimensional properties of the item just so that we know what we're dealing with. Overall length, tip to bow, about 2.5 inch. The dimension of the business end of this is, my caliper is telling me 0.19 inch wide, 0.19. The thickness of the item, 0.169. 0.169 thick. Okay, let's switch to the screen view where we can take a look at some supporting documentation. Now, this is the item that we're taking a look at here, the 605F42 emergency key. This is specifically for the Ml2000 series locks. Well, not a lot to see here. Let's hop over to the manufacturer's page here where we can pull up the product catalog. And what we'll do is we will copy our part number, then go to the catalog. And we'll do a find function, Control F, and does not show up by this part number in the catalog. So let's try emergency key. That's certainly going to show up many times, I would think. Oh, okay. I spelled it wrong. That's why I didn't find any. Emergency. Yeah. Wasn't my strong suit. Emergency key. Okay, so we know it's Ml2000, so let's scroll or continue to go through the matches till we get to the Ml2000 series, which is their standard mortise lock. Okay, so here it is. So okay, the first time it comes up is in a 29 function, hotel or motel. That makes sense that you'd have an emergency key on those. Comes up on a 60 function, which is a general, just a typical privacy that will have, you know, a thumb turn on the inside. Occupancy indicators are available on that. That's pretty much it. It's going to leave, yeah, then it goes to other series. Well, the price list as seen here, which we can click on and we can get to opening that up. This we can search by the part number, I imagine, to find it. And indeed it is. It's in here. Shows up twice. Emergency key for Ml2020, 2030, and 2060. So those are the functions that it will work with, 20, 30, and 60. Okay, shows up one more time, probably in an index. Yeah, that is indeed the case. Okay, there you go. So, updated the description to show those functions, the 20, 30, and 60. Ml2020. Privacy bedroom or bathroom, Ml2030. Privacy bedroom or bathroom, just a variant of it, F19F02. So those functions are going to be a little bit different. You can non-panic release on the F02 2020. The 2030 is simultaneous retraction on the F19 or 2030 function. So that's the difference there. I would think you're going to want, if you're ordering privacies in a mortise lock, I would think you want the 30 function. And then again, the 60 function was called out, which I think is that hotel-motel lock. No, it's just a privacy. So again, another version of privacy. So you'd need to study the difference in the functions to know where those come into play. So clearly the hotel motel emergency key lock is a different emergency key is a different emergency key. Yeah, most certainly. That's going to come up in the catalog lots of times. Okay, so that link to the manufacturer's page, which is here, that's going to allow you to pull up not only all of the Corbin Russwin products that we sell, but also the link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Very handy. So this video wasn't too much in the way of content. It's just showing you this emergency key and I suppose archiving the data of what it looks like and what size it is. What is quality content is to bring to your attention the link to the Corbin Russwin cylinder manual right here. Corbin Russwin cylinder manual. This is, if you deal with Corbin Russwin at all, or PF Corbin, or Russell and Irwin, you're going to want to make sure that you are familiar with this document. If you are dealing with keying in any of those systems, doing so without this document is, in my opinion, to do it successfully, is not advisable, because you've got 150 plus years, absolutely, of evolution of keying systems from PF Corbin, Russell and Irwin, Corbin Russwin, Corbin Russwin. So this document will teach you how to combinate. It will teach you how to work on their old style interchangeable core, their current style interchangeable core, hotel lock cylinders, master ring, depth and spacing charts for everything. It's not thoroughly up to date because it doesn't include Pyramid or Access 3. Their high security stuff isn't in it. Although the old Emhart high security with the interlocking pins is very thoroughly discussed in this document. You're not going to bump into that material unless, of course, you have it installed in your facility, and then I would think you really hope to bump into that material. Because as far as I understand, Corbin Russwin does not, and I think they cannot, produce material to that. I think there may have been a copyright infringement. Don't quote me on that, but there was something that kept them from doing it. But I think they were leaving that platform behind anyway. I just don't recall. So really a phenomenal document. The single greatest document to explain a manufacturer's keying system, period, end of sentence. Only rivaled by Medico. They have a couple of documents that explain their original technology, their biaxial technology, their Medico 3 technology. The reason Corbin Russwin, in my opinion, is more valuable, it's only because Medico is 50 years old. Okay, Corbin Russwin has a century on them. They've got a century head start. So, but really, and their sister companies, a really great attempt at that. And I really hope, and that's that Emhart with those notches on the bottom. I hope that they continue to keep this up to date. Absolutely. Let's wrap up this video on camera. In conclusion, this is the emergency key used on the 20, 30, and 60 function ML series locks. If you have those locks installed in a commercial setting, I would absolutely encourage there to be access to this key. Sooner or later, someone forgets how the door works or just doesn't know how to exit. If you have that non-emergency egress 20 function, yeah, someone's going to get a knock or get a call. Hey, come let me out of the bathroom. Or what happens over time, the door and frame are no longer true plumb level and square. That door kind of hangs into the strike jam a little bit, and as you rotate the trim while the latch bolt comes back, it doesn't come back all the way, so people will get stuck inside of the bathroom. Now, having an emergency key doesn't solve that problem, but it certainly gets more people on the project to rectify the situation. Okay. I can't think of another device that's going to work. You know, a butter knife, a screwdriver. That is not square. The dimensions I provided you are not square, and it's going to fit in one way and not the other is the bottom line. So if you have a deployment of these, you might want to have some emergency keys. The client who bought this, these 3 emergency keys, they are they're a solutions integrator of some type. They obviously have I think they perform employment placement. They obviously have a facility with these locks installed. So there you go. I was hoping it would be a school or something like that, something that's obvious. It's none of those, but it's obviously a commercial facility where they need these emergency keys. Any questions on the 605F42 emergency key or any other Corbin Russwin product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.